Hey, AP Nation, welcome to Wednesday's workout. Hopefully your week's going good. You guys have been logging and tracking some of these workouts and getting some good fitness in. We're gonna today start off with some good overhead handstand skill in our warm-up and skill work, and then we're gonna move into a WOD that's gonna be 3 rounds for time with a lot of difficult conditioning and overhead movements as well too. So getting started, we're gonna start with deep squat breathing. We've got Coach Sheila here to demonstrate that. You're gonna grab, if you have a rack or a pole in your house or a banister, make sure it's nice and sturdy, just to stretch the lats and the shoulders out. She's gonna get her feet just wide enough to go into a squat. She's gonna get a good stretch in her lats and then drop down. From here, we recommend spending about a minute, just deep breaths in through the nose, exhale. You should feel a good stretch through your lats, your triceps, and a little bit into the outer part of the shoulders, okay? So 60 seconds there. When we're done with that, we're gonna move on to 3 rounds. We're gonna go, first exercise is gonna have 3 different parts. It's gonna be inchworm, push-up, and shoulder tap. So we're gonna do 3 inchworms to start. So she's gonna walk out and then walk back 3 times. That's the first part of this first exercise. So 3 of those. When you're done with that, we're gonna go 3 push-ups. They can be regular, hand release or not, or if you need to, a good modification would be from the knees, 3 push-ups there. And then you're gonna come back into that good high plank position with the arms extended, 3 shoulder taps each side. Again, good warm-up for the core, try to keep everything nice and stable. So that's exercise number 1, 3 inchworm walks, 3 push-ups, and then 3 shoulder taps each side. When she's done with that, if you have a dumbbell or a kettlebell, you're gonna go 15 RDLs. So grabbing that kettlebell or dumbbell, slight bend the knees with a good, nice neutral spine. She's gonna bend the knees, slight touch the ground, and then back up. We wanna go just low enough to get a good stretch in the hamstrings, and then come back up after that. Okay, so 15 of those. You can use a dumbbell also if she wants to demonstrate that. So just like as you would the kettlebell, drop down, bend the knees slightly, touch, get a good stretch in the hamstrings, and then back up. If you don't have a dumbbell or kettlebell, she's gonna lay on the ground and demonstrate 15 each side, single leg glute bridges. So 1 leg up, foot flat, 1 leg in the air, drive your heel down to the ground, hips up, 15 each side there, okay? So again, we're gonna go 3 rounds. You've got 3 inchworms, 3 push-ups, 3 shoulder taps, and then either 15 kettlebell or dumbbell RDLs for the hamstrings, or 15 each side glute bridges, okay? Moving on to the skill work, what we're gonna be practicing is getting warmed up for the handstands that are coming on later on in the WOD. We've got 3 rounds. We're gonna start with a pike walk first. So for those of you guys that are not comfortable with the wall walk or the overhead stuff, grab yourself a chair or something a little bit lower if you need to. Start with your feet on top, hands extended. You're gonna walk yourself back nice and high, tuck that chin, get a good vertical position, and then come on back down, okay? If you need to, you could always go from the knees to make it easier, or just do another regular inchworm walk if you had to. If you feel comfortable now, we're gonna go into a wall walk instead, which is gonna be same position, hands start out in front. You're gonna press up, and then inch those toes up nice and high, tuck the chin at the top. Notice she keeps her thighs and midsection away from the wall, but she's nice and tall and a good hollow, and then walk back down slowly, control, and just again, be careful, make sure your wall is nice and sturdy, and then you're not gonna put any dents in it with your feet. You've got 3 wall walks or pike walks with a 10-second hold on rep number 3. When you're done with that, we're gonna go to the ground for a hollow body hold for 30 seconds, okay? She's gonna come up into a hollow with her arms extended by the ears, push the lower back into the ground, toes are pointed with a quad squeeze. 30 seconds in that position. When she's ready, she's gonna roll over, and now we're gonna go into a Superman hold. So same thing, feet together, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the shoulders, nice and tight with that chin down, okay? So again, 3 rounds for your skill, overhead warm-up, pike or wall walk, 3 reps with a 10-second hold, 30-second hollow hold, and then 30-second Superman hold, okay? So getting into the workout, the WOD today is gonna be a tough one. We've got 3 rounds for time. We're gonna start with 20 of each exercise all the way through, and there's gonna be a couple different variations you guys can choose from. First exercise is gonna be your handstand push-up, pike handstand push-up, or hand release push-up. So for the handstand push-up, she's gonna kick up onto that wall, again, making sure that we have a good wall base and a nice flat surface with something soft to put our head on. She's gonna come down, and then kipping or strict, handstand push-up, 1 more, kipping or strict, handstand. You're gonna do 20 reps there. If you can't do those, or if you don't have a good sturdy wall, let's go pike handstand push-ups. So Coach Sheila is gonna have her feet up on the box, and she's gonna demonstrate in that good position, similar to how we walked back into that pike in the warm-up. She's gonna make sure she's in her tripod position with her hands right at the bottom of the pad, and she's gonna come and touch her forehead out in front of the fingers, slightly press back and through. Don't make it too challenging, but give yourself a good stimulus there. We're gonna go 20 reps. And if you don't have those, or if you're not comfortable, if you have any shoulder issues, we're gonna go 20 hand release push-ups. So lastly, feet together, arms nice and tight, and we're gonna squeeze those abs, bring it to the ground, try to keep your quads up, and then hands up and press 20. So 20 handstand push-ups, pike, or hand release push-ups. When you're done, you're gonna go 20 reps of a dumbbell or kettlebell snatch. So with that kettlebell, we're gonna flip, kick it up, and try to lock out the top, back down, one more on the other side. Flip, early, hips through, lock out. If you have a dumbbell, you can do the same thing with the dumbbell flat in the ground, alternating each side, 20 total, hips through, punch, back down, other side, hips through, punch. If you don't have either of those, again with that backpack loaded up with some books and tying those straps nice and tight, we're gonna go 20 overhead backpack swings. So just gonna pick it up by the strap on the top, hips through, bend, and then get the kettlebell overhead just a little bit. And swing through, back down. There we go, okay? So 20 reps there on that kettlebell snatch. Or on your dumbbell snatch, and then if you can't, grab your backpack and we're gonna do 20 swings, either to shoulder height or overhead. So you got 20 handstand push-ups, 20 variation on your snatch or your swing. Exercise number 3 is a 20-yard handstand walk if you have that available. Not many of us will at this point, but you can do 20 alternating shoulder taps. So she's gonna walk back to her wall, kicking up, and then she's gonna go alternating each side or same side, your choice, 20 total there. If those get a little challenging, walk yourself down to 45 degrees or go back to your pike handstand hold. You're gonna walk back, do your alternating 20 taps there. Good. And then our third modification, back into that high push-up position, just plank with a shoulder tap, 20 total there. Alternating each side. And then lastly, exercise number 4 in this group of exercises for 3 rounds is gonna be 20 dumbbell or kettlebell or backpack sit-ups. So we're just gonna demonstrate with the kettlebell. Obviously, if you have a dumbbell, just flip it up there in the same manner. She's gonna hold on to that kettlebell right on the shoulders, feet flat on the ground, and then she's gonna do a sit-up with that kettlebell or dumbbell all the way up, try to get it over top of the knees, and then back down, okay? If you've got your backpack, you can do it that way as well too. And then finally, if you don't have anything after the backpack sit-up, you can just do body weight sit-ups. So straight legs, touch the hands behind the head, sit all the way up and back down. So again, 3 rounds for time, 20 handstand push-ups, 20 alternating kettlebell or dumbbell snatch, 20 alternating shoulder taps or pike taps, and then 20 dumbbell, kettlebell, or backpack sit-ups. 3 rounds of all that. Should be a really good burner for the upper body and the abs. Again, log in those scores onto Wodify. Make sure you're reaching out with questions about nutrition or the workouts or anything like that. Hopefully you guys are having a good week and we'll get ready to go. Log this score in and we'll get moving for Thursday's workout.